Let's start off with a vocal. Maybe you want to extract the MIDI notes for a vocal synth to create a choir or something. Maybe you want to sing a melody to then use that MIDI for an instrument. So this is the vocal.
I don't want to move on, but I thought I made it clear before.
And I have an instrument track with omnivocal on it. Double click the vocal. In the Very Audio tab, click Edit Very Audio. And over here, click Extract MIDI. I'm just going to go with the default settings. I want the notes and continuous pitch bend data and dynamic velocity because I want as much nuance from the original vocal as I can. It does say that I need a range of 21 semitones, so let's change that. And I already have the omnivocal track selected, so I can drop the MIDI on that track. So this is the MIDI. I haven't added any words, so she's just going to go ah. And with the original,
I don't wanna move on, but I thought I made it clear before. I'm good on my own, and I'm gonna be alone.
So without any tweaks, it's already pretty accurate. And you can do the exact same thing with an instrument. I have this real violin that I'm going to turn into a MIDI violin, just so we can compare. Same thing, double click, edit Very Audio, extract MIDI. And this is all good. Good. Next, chords. I have this. To find the chords, create a chord track. Drag the audio onto the chord track, and it gives you the chords. You can move them if you need to. I'm going to quantize these. Press Q. And this tag here gives you the scale. So next, add an instrument track. Let's go for a piano. And then just drag the chords onto the instrument track. Let's hear it. Sounds good. If you want to change the chords, you can double click one. And you can use the editor if you know exactly what you want. Or you can use the assistant. So this is a chord that was detected. If it sounds off to you, you get some alternatives that are close to it. And these options, and also the next tabs like list, proximity, and circle of fifths. These are more so for when you're creating a chord progression and you want some assistance. So not so much what we're doing right now, since we're just extracting the chords from existing audio. Next, drums. This is useful, for example, if you've recorded drums and you want to replace the kick with a sample, or you want to layer the snare with a sample, or like in my case here, I have a hi-hat loop and I want to use this pattern, but with my own hi-hat sample. The one I have here on a drum track on F1. Beautiful. So again, double click the audio. This time go to hit points. And the hit points are already looking good, but you can edit them and tweak the threshold. And you can add one by holding Option or Alt and clicking, and delete one by holding Shift and clicking. Then choose Create MIDI Notes. Again, dynamic velocity. I need them on F1. They can be pretty short. And first select a track, which is my drum track. And there you have them. Solo this. You can kind of do this in Groove Agent and the sampler track as well, but not quite. So drag it in, slice it, and drag the MIDI from the MIDI icon to the project. But as you can see, this is more so for sampling a full loop because every note gets a different slice. To unmix a complete drum loop of a complete drum kit, you're going to need something like spectral layers because when a hi-hat hits at the same time as a snare, you can't just cut on the time spectrum. You're going to have to separate frequencies. But I do hope you got something out of this. If you want this project to practice, it's on my Patreon. Thanks for watching and have fun making music.